Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to another After Pill live stream. What's going on? What's going on? Make sure y'all come on in and tap into the chat, tap into the chat, tap into the chat. Make sure y'all come on in and hit that like button. I'm back. I'm back in America. I am back in America. Touchdown. When did I touch down? The day before yesterday. Uh, I'm back in America. Fortunately, unfortunately, Ninja. Fortunately, unfortunately, Ninja. I'm back in America. Come on in and hit that like button. Come on in, come on in. Oh man. Back to work, Ninja. Back to work. JC says checking in, still job searching. Yeah, it's hard out there, man. But you gotta get her done. You gotta get her done. I already told you what you need to do, JC. Blake Bradley said, welcome back to the Matrix. That's crazy. That's crazy. Welcome back to the Matrix. And you know what's crazy? The crazy part is you can feel it, right? You can feel it. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, man. I'm not even gonna lie. When it was time for me to come back, when I was hopping on that plane, right? I felt nothing but a rush of anxiety. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. But before we get into it, of course, we gotta read the Creed of the Outlier. Keep on trying to make this, more consistent. The Creed of the Outlier. I walk alone because I was never meant to follow. I was born to build what others were too weak to imagine. They rejected me for my strength, envied me for my presence, and feared the truth in my voice. So they gossiped, mocked, tried to shrink me, but I didn't bend, I didn't fold, and I won't start now. I do not chase the approval of the herd, I walk above it. I see through the mask, and I speak with conviction forged in pain and clarity. Every betrayal carved focus into my soul. Every lonely night built the calluses I now wear with pride. My mission is not optional. My legacy is non-negotiable, and my time is coming. I am built for this, and I will win. Creed of the Outlier. Man, Jay, what's up with it? Coco, what's up with it? You said you wasn't coming back. Man, listen, I almost didn't. Listen, listen, I missed my flight actually one time. I missed my flight coming back one time. And then I was like, man, I might as well, I might as well, So I did miss my flight coming back. But, American Airlines, they rerouted me, so it was all good. But I didn't want to come back, man. I didn't want to come back. But, like the title says, it made me more motivated than ever. Right? I'm motivated. Motivated. Yes, I'm motivated. You check us out. Who? If you want in the army, you don't know nothing about that. Are y'all motivated? Motivated. Yes, I'm motivated. You check us out. Who? Y'all don't know nothing about that. That's that army talk. Jay, what's going on? Amir, what's going on? But no, I didn't want to come back. Because see the whole purpose of the trip, right? The whole purpose of the trip was to get a taste of what could be. Right? That was the whole purpose of the trip, to get a taste of what could be. What life could be like on a consistent basis, reaching all of my goals, reaching, all of those ambitions, setting all of my goals and, meeting points, that I have set for myself. That was one of the main points of going, right? But who's I was asking? Oh, Blake Bradley. That's who I was talking to. He said, "Welcome back to the Matrix." Yep. Thanks for welcoming. Thanks for welcoming me. Welcoming me back to the Matrix, Ninja. And you can feel an obvious difference, man. You can feel an obvious difference. You know, even though the DR is a developing nation, right? Even though it is considered a third world nation, you just feel the difference in the air, man. Right? You just feel a complete difference in the air. Even when people don't have much, right? Even when people don't have much, even when people are, they have less and you obviously have more. I mean, people are still around enjoying themselves, right? People are still enjoying themselves, right? So when I landed, or before I came, I was just filled up. I was just filled up with anxiety. I was just filled up with anxiety. I was filled up with pressure, right? And this is how you know. This is how you know that as Americans in general, right? We're under extreme amount of pressure, right? We're under an extreme amount of, mental anguish, right? And I tell this story to people all the time too. So before, from middle school all the way up into uh, basically my first year of college, right? I was a big weed head. I was a big smoker, right? Big smoker, right? I was ready to smoke, party, and all that stuff, all throughout my, teenage years and all of that stuff, right? And when it was time to go to the military, I stopped cold turkey, right? I stopped cold turkey. It was like, nah, I got to do this. I want to do this, right? Because of course, the military is going to drug test you, right? But yeah, I quit cold turkey. And if you know anything about, always covering yourself up with, either drugs or alcohol or something like that, everything hits you when you stop, right? So everything, all the emotions I was hiding, all the things that I was trying to get away from, all the things that I didn't want to deal with, you know, it all hit me at once. So I couldn't just run. I couldn't run to the marijuana and be like, oh yeah, let me get this, and I don't want to feel like this anymore. So let me do this. No, you had to deal with your emotions head on, right? You had to deal with everything. You had to deal with everything head on. And this is how I kind of felt. This is how I felt this past time coming back. This is exactly how I felt coming back to America, right? All of the pressure to perform, all of the, coming back to all the noise, coming back to all the chaos, coming back to all the gremlins, right? Coming back and dealing with walking demons. Ninja having to deal with, messy coworkers and unruly people. It's just like all of it hit me at once. Like, man, I gotta come back to this shit. I gotta come back to this. I'm like, bruh, bruh. But yeah, that's how I felt. That's how I felt, Blake. And you can, like I said, you can feel the obvious difference. It's in the air, right? If you've never left and just enjoyed yourself to the fullest, to the max, right? And then had to come back, right? You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And you can tell that people are here. You are here in America just to work. America just for work, right? Don't get me wrong. Now, you top 10%. America can be work and a playground, right? But yeah, yeah, it can be work and a playground. But for most people, it's just work. then for most people, they can't even do that. Can barely do that. So, yeah, man. But I'm back here, and like I said, I'm more motivated. I'm more motivated than ever, man. I'm more motivated than ever. Once the AP, once Tap gets a taste of something, oh, it's on and popping, right? And I wanted to becoming a digital nomad might be the wave. Yeah, I just don't want everybody. See, I'm not the type to put everything on full blast, right? As y'all can see, some of the stuff that I shared with y'all was very limited, right? Was very limited. I'm not the type to put everything on blast because I don't want all the stuff to get out to everybody it's not supposed to get out, right? I don't want everybody flocking towards certain areas. I really would like certain areas to stay low key, to be honest with you. I would like areas to stay low key. I don't want some of you ninjas, I don't want to see some of you ninjas over there. I don't want y'all coming over there and messing up the place, right? Coming over there and messing up the place. Nah, I gotta keep some stuff, some things on the low, right? Low key, right? But yeah, man. But getting a taste of what bliss could be like, getting a taste of what I could have on a consistent basis, right? John says Tap is back on the plantation, Ninja. Yep, they said Ninja, it's time to go, Ninja. It was like, because when you coming through some places, you have to have certain immigration paperwork with your departure and arrival dates and stuff like that on there, so they and where you're staying at and all that stuff. So because you've had listen, some Americans see they it's a full-fledged war on immigrants and all that stuff over here in America. But what is not told, in the mainstream media is that you have Americans and stuff overstaying visas and shit like that too. That don't get talked about enough. You have Americans who overstay visas, right? And stay longer than what was broadcasted or longer than what they were supposed to stay, and they're in some places illegally too. There have been plenty of instances where they've had to round up Americans too. Ninjas be trying to escape America. I'm not coming back. Ninjas be trying to escape America. Tab is back on the plantation, John. That's funny. Luke Kibble says, "What do you think billionaires do?" I know. Jay says that's how it's supposed to be, living young, wild, and free, man. I had a blast, man. I had a blast, and I'm thinking about. I'm trying to see if I should, because I wanna talk about it more so on locals. So if you wanna hear the full-fledged story, it's there. I got a vlog coming soon. On my second channel. But if you want to hear the full-fledged, I'm gonna make it about an hour, 2 hour, basically movie. I'm gonna make it an hour, 2 hour movie about this, that, and the third, right? I'm gonna either put it on Patreon, I'm gonna put it on locals, right? I may want to build that whole community around locals because there's a lot of things that I need to speak on that I probably can't necessarily speak on Patreon or even YouTube, right? Right, so I'm gonna make it affordable. I'm gonna make it affordable for you ninjas, right? You know how y'all get, right? I'm gonna make it affordable for you ninjas, but I'm gonna really give the whole breakdown of what was going on, things of that nature, and all that stuff, right? So we're gonna talk about it on a different platform. So be on the lookout for that. I was gonna spark up the Twitch. While I was over there, but two things happened over there. Two things happened that prevented me from sparking up the Twitch, right? One, I was having the best time of my life. Let's get that straight. I was having the best time of my life. I didn't even want to pick up the camera like that. Like I'm the type I like to be in the moment, right? Dan 22, what's going on? I'm the type I like to be in the moment. I don't like to, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to just be all filming and everything like that. I got, what I needed to get, but me, I'm a moment type person. Right? I like to be there, immersed, seeing what's going on, seeing the culture, seeing the people. That's what I like to do. Right? So, and then the second thing, just the Wi-Fi was good, but it kept blocking me from doing what I needed to do. It kept blocking me. So I don't know what was going on. It kept blocking platforms and all that stuff. And I was like, man, this may not work. Right? It may not work. The kind of setup that I was hoping for, it didn't pan out the way that I thought it was gonna pan out. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm still spark up the Twitch anyway. We still gonna go full force, full fledged with that anyway. So we're still gonna do the thuggism with that. But yeah, man, I had a blast, and like I said, I'm more motivated than ever. And it made me understand, it made me realize like how much work that I need to get done, right? And that like it made me understand because don't get me wrong, hey man, shh. But it made me understand, it made me realize how much more money I need, right? It made me realize how much, you know, more accomplishments that I need to get, right? Because I'm doing fine, I'm doing good, right? I'm doing good for myself, right? I'm doing good for myself, but I'm nowhere near the level that I want to be at. I'm nowhere near the level that I want to be at. And, you know, and I just did that for what? I mean, that's 4 days. 4 days I was gone, right? And then I'm constrained because of my main job, right? I'm constrained because of my main job and all that stuff. So, it could have been longer, but I got to do, PTO and, make sure my vacation and stuff like that is right and all that stuff. So I'm constrained. So this is why, I'm more motivated than ever because I don't want to depend on a main job like that, right? I don't want to depend on, like if they paying a quarter bill, yeah, I go that route all day and I can be a digital nomad. But a lot of those jobs, I mean, they've disappeared, so that's kind of hard to get anyway, right? That's kind of hard to get anyway. But now, man, I want to go full force doing what I need to do. Full force. Full force. So when y'all start seeing 5 videos a day, Ninja, when y'all start seeing 5 videos a day, when y'all start seeing the Twitch, when y'all start seeing the Patreon, Ninja, when y'all start seeing the locals, Ninja, just know it's on and popping. And don't get me wrong, I've been going hard anyway. I've been going super hard anyway. But I think now I gotta go harder. No excuses, no stop signs. We all gas, no brakes. We all gas, no brakes. Right? The rest of 2025, going into 2026, we all gas, no brakes. I told y'all what I needed. I need a quarter mil. I need a quarter mil. I need a quarter mil. I need $30, $40, $50,000 a month. That's what I need. Right? Because I want to live like that full time. Right? I want to live like that full time. And that's what I be trying to motivate y'all. Like it's levels to it. It's levels to it. And I know some of y'all stuck at Wally World, Ninja. Some of y'all stuck at Jiffy Lube, Ninja. Some of y'all stuck at, Family Dollar and all that stuff, which is cool. As long as you have a plan, as long as you have something in play. See, the problem with a lot of y'all have no plans. Y'all have no plans, Ninja. My DR trip, I wrote down. Y'all don't understand how powerful the mind is, right? Especially when you really want something, right? I wrote down, I want to take a trip to the DR this year. I wrote that around anywhere between 4 to 6 months ago. I wrote that down on my vision board, right? I want to take a trip to the DR, right? Then because when you really want it, when you've already made up your mind, made up your mind that, hey, I want this, hey, I need to go get this, you start to do things that put you in position to get what you want. And then don't this may sound weird to some of y'all, but I don't know what y'all believe in. I know you ninjas believe in all different kind of stuff, but the universe or whatever, God, start to put things more into position, right, for you to accomplish those said things. I promise you. Right? Then it almost seemed like some kind of synchronicity or something like that. Right? It almost seemed like everything is like, dang, this almost like a coincidence. Like, how is this happening like that? It's almost like it's happening like almost like this was planned or something like that. Ninja, it was planned. Right? Because when you make up in your mind that you're gonna do this, when you make up in your mind that you're gonna become this, right? When you make up in your mind that like Blake just said, by any means necessary, when you make up in your mind that, hey, like I'm going to do this, right? It comes. Right? Blake Bradley said, yep, the world knows what you want. You just have to put in the work. Exactly. Exactly. But many guys, they don't want to put in the work. They don't want to put in the work. Nothing. They don't want to put in any work. Right? They still in America stuck like Chuck. Ninja still stuck like Chuck, right? Ninja gave up on all hope. Let me tell y'all something, man. Bruh, if you ever go to the DR, and I mean pretty much anywhere outside of the U.S., DR, the Caribbean, South America, Latin America, Africa, right? As far as the women goes, man, bro, it's not even a comparison. It's not even a comparison. And let me tell you this: you're gonna come back on a whole new aura, with a whole new aura, because once you start, hey, why the wind blowing like this? Cora, what's going on? Once you start to see basically IG level, once you start to see IG level type chicks walking around, what's going on? Once you start seeing IG level type chicks, once you start to see like those girls that you're strolling on Instagram, that you're gooning, right? That you're gooning to, right? When you start to see 1,000,001 of them, and they all gunning for you, right? They all gunning for you. They all, hey, Bobby, right? Bobby, right? Once you start seeing stuff like that, bro, it's gonna change your mentality. It's gonna, bro. I'm telling you, like I thought my mentality was up there. I thought I was above the rest, but nah, this shit, it put me on a whole new spectrum. It put me on a whole new spectrum. One, you're never gonna see women the same again, right? All that gooning shit, all of that. Oh, I need a wife. I need I need somebody special. Like once you start to see certain things, right? Once you get experience in certain things, right, your whole mental is gonna do a whole flip. It's like a universe change, right? Because you're scrolling through Instagram, like you're thinking that these chicks are not accessible, right? You think these chicks are not accessible. You think that you can never get. There's no way that you can get these chicks, right? Y'all see 1.5 million, right? Y'all see half a million subscribers and all that. Y'all see all that stuff, right? Y'all see all that stuff. So all you can do is scroll through the pictures. Listen, man. There's a replica of your favorite IG model in the DR. I'm just telling like that. There's a replica of your favorite model in Colombia, right? God damn, man, y'all get y'all ass on. Golly. When I want to get deep into the talk, and they want to come over here and god dang on cut the grass, man. Come on, man. Two kibbles. When I'm trying to work, they want to work. Like the grass looks cool and the grass looks cut to me. It looks fine to me. I don't know what else is there to cut, Ninja. What else is there to cut, man? Come on. Golly. But Blake Bradley says, yep, the world knows what you want. You just have to put in the work. Yeah, man, they're super loud. Oh, I'm more pushing ass Ninja. They working though. I'm not tripping that they working. They working. I like to see the grass all cut and all that stuff. So, they got to put in their work too. But yeah, what I was saying. Oh, once you see IG level type chicks, I mean, it's pretty much over, man. It's pretty much over. Like you have so many guys here, they drool over these chicks. They think that these chicks are inaccessible. They think that, bro, once you hit a place like the DR, it's gonna totally flip your mindset. Right? That's why I encourage you guys to get your passport, travel, right? Looking to actually, staying somewhere else, right? Because American chicks, I'm just telling you like this, American chicks, I mean, you gotta pull teeth, man. You have to pull teeth, and don't get me wrong. Like if you're top 10%, of course, no, you can have your leeway. But then you're already seeing what's going on with some of the powerful men in this country, right? Some of them guilty, some of them innocent. But even just powerful men down to the the regular everyday men, in child custody courts and marriage courts, right? It's crazy, and you gotta pull teeth. You gotta pull teeth just for an ugly duckling. You gotta pull teeth just for an ugly duckling. Imagine that. Imagine having to pull teeth from an ugly duckling. An average Joe Smo chick, right? An average Joe Smo chick. She said, Jay, are you going back to making lives inside the studio soon? Yeah. I just finished my table and all that stuff. So yeah, we're gonna be back in there soon. And I've had a schedule change and all that stuff. So I'm just trying to get back in tune with all that stuff. I just got to get back in tune with it, because at first, my schedule was in the morning. I was working 6 to 3, 6 to 4, right? So I could do my lives in the evening time. But now I work in the afternoon to nighttime. So kind of messed me up a little bit. But we still trying to get it together. But I built out basically my studio setup. So it's a whole new setup, right? It's a whole new setup. So I built it out just for Twitch too. Right, I built it out for Twitch too, but it's a whole new setup. Y'all gonna be like, oh, this ninja done upgraded. Yeah, I done upgraded. I may show y'all a little snippet of something. Of what I done built out. My table and everything is new. Ninja, I set up my boom arm, my mic and all that stuff. It's gonna be a movie. But yeah, soon, Jay, soon. Right? So I just landed, so I gotta get everything back in order and all that stuff, and then we're gonna be back to it. We're gonna be back at it. But yeah. So if you checked out my Instagram, I hope that motivated you. Right? I hope that motivated you to get down and dirty, get out here and make some money. Because hey, even if the sky is falling, you still got to you got to get out here and do it, right? Even if the sky is falling, we still got to get out here and make that money, right? You got to do it. I'm waiting on these, man. They're blowing dust around at this point. Dust around. Are y'all done or y'all finished? y'all done or y'all finished? I'm trying to give a motivational speech. Anyway, but yeah, yeah. This trip made me motivated than ever, man. Um, Definitely with mindset change and all that stuff, completely changed me. Completely, like my aura. If y'all want to talk about aura, my aura's on 100. My aura's on 100. So it's not much that you can really tell me at this point. And I still have plenty of places to go. I still have plenty of places to go. And I did some research on how many men are able to just travel to the DR, right? Right? I did some research and all that. So there's approximately around a quarter million to half a million men who are able to travel to just the DR alone, on leisure, to a quarter million to half a million. So think about this: the population of the United States is around 300 million, right? Let's just go ahead and split that in half for numbers' sakes. To say that the other half is men, and then let's say of age and all that stuff. Let's just say out of 300 million, 100 million men, there's 100 million men of age to travel on leisure, right? Out of 100 million men, and this also accounts for men who even travel anyway, because there's a lot of people in the United States that don't travel. I was telling some people, yeah, I'm going to the DR. Oh, you're going with somebody? You going with somebody? Nah, I'm going solo dolo. Right? Oh, you shouldn't be traveling. You shouldn't be traveling solo. You know, it's scary out there. I'm like, have you ever been? No, but you know, it's scary out there. What? They're just trying to give advice. They're just trying to give advice on travel. They're just trying to give advice on travel, but never been anywhere. So Luke Kibble said, I wouldn't be spending my hard-earned money on travel. I think it's a waste. That makes no sense. Luke Kibble says, like invest instead. I think you just talking about. But that makes no sense. Nothing that you just said made any sense. Nothing, absolutely nothing you just said makes any sense. You really could have kept that to yourself because it makes no sense. So you're saying, so first of all, you're assuming that people don't invest. Do you know who I've met while I was over there? Do you know who I met? I was over there. I met investors. I've met people who've retired at 35 over there. I've met digital nomads who are investing into the area. Americans who are investing into the area, right? Who can just travel at any time, right? I've met people who I've sat down and talked about crypto and stock markets. What, bro? What are you talking about? You have absolutely no, bro. Be quiet. You have no clue what you're talking about. You absolutely have no clue what you're talking about. Building memories is overrated. Traveling and experiencing different cultures is overrated. Okay. That makes plenty of sense. Boy, what's going on? Traveling is the best way to open a heart, mind, and body. Exactly, man. And he don't know what he's talking about. He don't know what he's talking about. Not all travel is overrated, but I can do it through a computer. So he one of these NPC ass niggas. He one of these NPC ass niggas. Said, what's up, man? So happy to see you doing it. Yeah, man. Luke Kibbles, why can't you do both? Why can't you do both? Why it has to be either or? Why can't I save money and travel? like I'm just gonna save my money and stay here in the middle of nowhere and not do nothing, not travel. We're like, what are you talking about? You shouldn't travel. You shouldn't travel. You should just save your money for eternity, Ninja. Ninja, money is meant to be circulated. That's why it's called currency. That's why you ninjas be so effed up. That's why y'all ninjas be so effed up. You don't know how stuff works, right? You ninjas be like, y'all like to hoard money. Y'all like to hoard money. Money is not meant to be hoarded. Yeah, sure, you know, do your due diligence and save money. But currency is a current. It's meant to be circulated, right? It's meant to be pushed out, right? Because it's going to come back to you. It's going to come back around. That's why it's called a currency. Yeah, he talking. He got to be talking just to talk. He got to be talking just to talk. Man, I am so sick of these ninjas. Like, why y'all keep coming back over here? More says, life is about experience and that's it. To the new memories and experiences is a blessing from God. Exactly. I like how stranger can tell you how to spend money. I don't know what he's talking about. That's one of the best things. That's one of the best things you could do. That's one of the best investments that you can do. Right? That's one of the best investments you can do. I don't know it all, but I do know that now is the time to save money. It's only going to get worse. Yeah, sure. Then save money. Save money. And that's why other places exist. So you can use some of that money to escape, to travel, or whatever you need to do. Right? Put your hand in the camera for a Lamar Jackson edit. I don't know what that means. F drugs, traveling is the true cycle. Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Boy, it's crazy. Like, you don't even need all I really did was, you know, I drunk me some Presidentes, boy. You know about the Presidentes, boy. You know about the Presidentes, boy. And I had me a cigar. Right? I had me some Presidentes and some cigars, and man, I was in bliss, man. I was in bliss. You know, some days I just woke up, came outside, you know, ate breakfast because it's an open concept at the hotel. So, you know, I just, you know, go up to the lobby, you know, get my breakfast, right? Go up to the lobby, get my breakfast, and sit there and just look at the strip, see, you know, people working and, you know, seeing everything, you know, on the strip and all that stuff, right? And just chilling. And just, I didn't even think about anything. I was just sitting there just chilling, mind blank. And sometimes I just want my mind to be blank, right? Sometimes you get tired of thinking, right? So did I play dominoes? No, I didn't play any dominoes. I didn't play any dominoes. I don't ever think I even learned how to play dominoes, right? I grew up seeing dominoes, but never learned how, right? But yeah, man. So I hope I've done a good job at motivating those who need to be motivated, right? I hope I motivated the ones who really needed to be motivated. Because I'm gonna put together. Make sure you subscribe to the second channel. Make sure you subscribe to the second channel. It's J Rod and the After Pill. Right? I appreciate that, boy. J Rod and the After Pill. That's my second channel. The vlog is gonna go up on that channel. J Rod and the After Pill. I need to pin it to the channel in the description. I'll put it out there in the a lot of people already subscribed to the second channel. I changed the name like 2 times. So some of y'all it probably was named something else, you know, when y'all first subscribed. But yeah. Kales, what's going on? Canis Lucas, these dudes still losers or what's up? Hey, I'm trying to get everybody on the right path. I just came back from the DR, right? Just came back from complete bliss. I'm mad that I'm even back over here, Ninja. Oh, you found it, Moy? Okay, I think that's it. But I'm mad that I'm even back over here, Ninja. Like when I knew that I was coming back, right? And it was one time, I woke up and I thought, dang, this is my last day. Like filled with anxiety. But then I realized I realized that I had another day left. I was like, ah, yes. I thought I had to leave, Ninja. I was like, dang, it's time to leave today. Right. But then I looked at my itinerary. It's like, hold up, Ninja, I got another night, Ninja. I got a whole nother day. Like, it's up. Bro, it's literally like I can't even describe the feeling. I can describe it, but I can't describe it. It's like, bro, why am I here? Why am I here? And then it's all in the air. It's all in the air. The chaos is in the air. Like, the idiocracy is in the air. It's just like, bro, like, who wants to be here? Who wants to be in this place? And you just tell, like, many people here are not happy at all. Like many people here are not happy. I was surrounded by people who, were also, escaping as well. Some people, like I said, stay over there full time and stuff, and they just in complete bliss, man. Like it was this one guy, I knew where to find him every single time. He'll just be sitting in the lobby, and like I said, it's an open concept, so he'll just be sitting in the lobby tanning. Every morning, he was sitting in the lobby tanning. And I was like, I know where to find you every single morning. He was like, yeah, man. Sometimes, you don't need to go nowhere. Sometimes you just want to sit here and just not think at all. Sit here and get some sun, and sometimes that's all you need. That's all you need. And me and him was, talking and all that stuff. Like there's plenty of people who just, bro, they don't need to go nowhere. They can sit right there at the hotel for all they care, and that'll be it. That'll make their whole day. Right? Just being able just to sit down and just relax and get away from all the hate and all the chaos and all the riffraff. That's all he did. That's all he did. But yeah, I feel you more. But like I said, this motivates me to get more money. Right? This motivates me to get more money. Right? Because you think you think you're doing well, but then you meet other people who are doing weller. I know that's not a word, but you meet other people. You think you're doing well, right? All right for yourself, but then you meet people who are doing weller and all righter than you, right? You meet people who have investment properties, right, overseas, right? You meet people who've been staying there for 10 plus years, right? You meet people who have retired early. You meet people who are in different career fields and making a ton of money. Like it's just like dang, like uh. I've even talked to some dudes because I was telling them like dang, I'm thinking about changing careers or whatever or whatever. They were putting me up on game and all that stuff. So yep, just look at DDG. So just look at DDG. Kane Lucas said, I've been working. I'm a roofer now. Shouts out to Canus Lucas. So he's a roofer now. Yeah, you got to put in that money. I mean, you got to put in the work. See, there's no way around the work. There's absolutely no way around the work. You have to put in the work. You have to. That's it. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to do you any favors. Right? You'll meet people on the way. You'll meet people who will help you along the way. They help you they help catapult you to the direction that you need to go. But overall, nobody's coming to save the day, man. Nobody's coming to save the day. Nobody's coming to save you, right? You're all alone, especially as a man. Nobody's coming to save you. You got to do this all by yourself. The money you make, you got to make that by yourself. The choices you make, you got to make those by yourself. You got to make all that stuff by yourself, and there's no way around it, right? And this woke me up like, dang, I thought I was doing pretty good. I thought I was doing pretty good, but then it made me realize like how much more money it takes, how much more energy I have to put out, right? That's why success is not for everybody. It really isn't. That's why I only like talking to the 10%, right? So for the 10% of y'all who want to become the possible best possible versions of yourself, right? I'm just talking to you because you can't because if it's not in you, it's not in you. That's just it. Like some people okay with living on a farm and dirt up under their nails and bathe in the mud and all that stuff, right? Some people okay with that, right? Some people okay with that. They're okay with going to the dang on neighborhood shack and drinking they cheap ass beers, right? Getting their beer bellies and eating chicken wings and all that stuff, right? They okay with that. Some people okay with not traveling anywhere and living and dying in Texas or living and dying in Oklahoma, ninja, right? Or living and dying in North Dakota, ninja. Some people okay with that. I'm not. I'm not. Some people okay with driving Hondas and Nissans and all of that stuff, ninja, right? And they look 1995 pickup truck, ninja, right? I'm not, ninja. I'm not, right? I want to blow past your ass at 180, ninja, in a V8. That's me, right? Blake Bradley says there's no limit to success. Absolutely, there's no limit to it, right? But this will definitely this just open up like Moore said something very important. He was just like it opens up your mind, body, and spirit, and that's why traveling is essential. That's why it's not good to be encapsulated, right? And because you'll go other places and you see how false some of the things that you were raised up to believe. Some of the things, a lot of things were false where you were propagandized and all this stuff, right? You have to travel because if you don't travel, you don't know anything, right? Bradley said just on my lunch break at work. Okay, Blake over there getting that money. Blake over there getting that money. I'm about to head into work myself. But nah, this motivated me to make some more visions, right? Make y'all a vision board. Make y'all a vision board. Vision boards are real, right? Write it. Write it. Write it down, right? Writing it is like writing it in blood, right? Writing it in a notebook or journal, whatever the case is. Writing it down is just like you're putting it out. Words are powerful, right? That's why they say, there's life and death in the tongue, right? There's life and death in the tongue, right? So if you write things down and you speak it out there, I'm telling you, it's gonna come to fruition. I'm telling you, as long as you put in the work. Now, I'm not saying that you just write it down. I want a Maserati, ninja, and you just sit there like still working at Jiffy Lube, ninja, la la la, and still working at Jiffy Lube, ass ninja. What? No, ninja, it don't happen like that. No, you have to write it down, and then okay, then it'll start coming to you because now you concluded in your mind that I want this so much. How do I get there? Right? Then out of the blue, you'll start walking in the direction of that goal. You'll start walking into the direction of that accomplishment. Right? There's a lot of things that I had on my vision board that I accomplished. Right? Positive mental attitude is a lifestyle. Exactly. Right? Exactly. So everybody that's watching right now, if you don't have a vision board, go get a vision board, right? If you're not writing down your goals and ambitions, right, what you want to do in life, if you want to go get a certification, right, write that down. I want to get a certification in the next 30 days. I want to get a certification in the next 90 days. Write it down, right? Because then then I say I speak out my visions and my ambitions and stuff and my goals. I say it every morning, right? I say my goals and stuff every morning. So I'm putting it into my head, into my subconscious. So even if my conscious mind is not thinking about it, my subconscious mind is thinking about it, and then I'm still walking in a way of accomplishing just that, right? Even subconsciously, because every day, ninja, every day I'm thinking about how can I get better. You should want to get 10% better every single day, 10% better every single week. Right? That's what you should be doing. right? If you're in the gym, Ninja, you only benching 125. Okay, how do I get to 225, Ninja? How do I get to 225? Okay, maybe I need to get some whey protein. Okay, maybe whey protein don't work that good with my body. Maybe I need to get some kind of some vegetarian protein, some vegan protein, right? Or maybe I need to eat, an ounce of steak here and there, whatever the case is, right? Maybe I need to get on some creatine, right? Maybe I need to drink more water, right? Maybe I need to stretch more, right? Then you'll start doing things to accomplish that goal. Then next thing you know, 6 months later, guess what? You benching 225 now, right? A lot of the gurus said tap being DR. Is it true what these guys say about the food? How it tastes better? Man, I can't even listen, man. The food was absolutely amazing. The food was absolutely amazing. I kept getting some of the same things all the time. Um, if you seen one of my breakfasts from one of those mornings, I had some chicken sausage. I had some plantains. What else I had? Some scrambled eggs and was that salami? Some grilled salami or something like that. But I mean, the seasoning the seasoning is out of this world. The seasoning is out of this world. The cooking is out of this world. Um, Over there, I had some of the best pork chops I ever had in my life, Ninja, and I mean that wholeheartedly. Some of the best pork chops I ever had in my life. Best pork chops I ever had in my life, and I didn't even know pork chops would get that good. They're the best pork chops I've ever had, even in the restaurant. I've never had pork chops that good at all, at all. But yeah, the food is pretty good. Food is very good, actually. So yeah, go over there and eat, Ninja. Go over there and eat. But we definitely gonna tell. We're gonna tell the other story on either Patreon or locals. So I'm still trying to get that together right now. Want to tell the other story on locals or Patreon? Did I try some? I guess you said mangoes. See, I seen the guy out there. Seen the guy out there doing the mangoes. I didn't try it though. I didn't try it. Mangoes? Hold up, mangoes. Was no, that was coconuts. Those were coconuts. I'm thinking about something else. Did you try mangoes? No, I didn't try any mangoes. Are you saying something else? Is that a typo or what? Are you saying mangoes or mango? What's saying hold you back? Because vision boards hold me back. How does vision boards hold you back? How would vision boards hold you back? How does that work? Oh. How does vision boards hold you back? But yeah, but yeah, I hope to see y'all. I hope to see y'all get to where y'all need to be, which is top 10%. But and when you go over to these countries too, just understand, even if you're not a multi millionaire, when you go over to these places, like you could dang sure spend like you're a multi billionaire over there for sure. So just imagine getting to the top 10% in America and being able to go over there and just like do whatever you need to do. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And like I said too, you'll never see women the same again, right? Because a lot of dudes, they're just so desperate for love and attention and all of this stuff, gooning on Instagram and YouTube and all this stuff. Oh, I gotta have her. I gotta have her. When you go over to these places, because when you go over to these places and you see, like I said, when you see your favorite IG model, when you see, you know, chicks that could be IG models, chicks that could be models, and this, that, and the third, and they grabbing at you, they trying to get your attention and all that stuff. It's gonna flip a script in your head, man. Because what you thought was isn't. What you thought is was not. And what you thought could not be, Ninja, it is. And it's a whole culture shock, man. It's a whole culture shock. Y'all be over here trying to pull teeth from these American chicks and all that stuff. And bro, you can find you a 9 point, you can find you a 9.5, a 8.5, pull no teeth at all, and you'll be just fine. Yep, the food. Go to Okinawa. Okinawa, I'm guessing that's Japan. Japan? Yep. Cheers to the fire in you that no one can put out. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. It's a fire that's you gotta have a fire that's not you can't put out. You can't put out. That's gonna make you that's gonna separate you from the rest. If your fire's easily put out, right, you ain't gonna make it. Because people are gonna try to do it all the time. People are gonna try to crush you. People are gonna see things in you. People are gonna try to they see that you're doing something different. They're gonna want to smash you out, right? It's all about mindset. Dan 22 said I was messing with a bad Jamaican girl and she treated me like a king. Absolutely, absolutely, and that's what I'm saying. Like you talking about getting treated like a king, man. Up, bro. Y'all would have to see this. Y'all would have to see it to believe it. It's not even describable in words, man. It's not even describable in words. I'm literally like, bro. Once you once you come back, bro, you will. I swear to God, I swear to God, you will never ever, you will never ever want to deal. And I'm not saying that you're just gonna be free of the riffraff with women somewhere else. That's not what I'm saying at all. However, I'm saying that you will never want to deal with an American woman again. You won't. You wouldn't. And that's just the truth. I'm saying this in bold letters and just all caps, right? Once you see how easy it is, once you see how easy it is, and just the level, even just the level of beauty, bro. Even just the level of beauty, and just seeing that it's not so hard. Like as a man, it shouldn't be hard. You shouldn't be have to pull teeth to be a man, right? But even just that, you will never, I'm telling you, and I swear you can, listen, you can go and experience it for yourself, right? Go and experience it for yourself. I do a breakdown and all that stuff, cost and all that stuff, what it costs, what you need, where to stay, what was going on here, what was going on there. I'm going to give y'all a whole breakdown. So be on the lookout for the Patreon and all that stuff, right? You'll never, ever want to deal with an American woman again. Ever. At the rate that the women are going in this country now, you'll never want to deal with none of these chicks ever again, ever, and that's a fact. And that's a fact. But anyway, shouts out to everybody that tuned in. Make sure y'all subscribe to the second channel, right? Twitch coming soon. I know I keep saying that, but Ninja, it is coming soon. I'm gonna put it in the description. Make sure y'all stay on the lookout for the Patreon. Make sure y'all stay on the lookout for the locals. Make sure you super chat if you haven't already. Make sure you hit that like button. And let's go ahead and end this with the creed of the outlier. I walk alone because I was never meant to follow. I was born to build what others were too weak to imagine. Preaching, man. They rejected me for my strength, envied me for my presence, and feared the truth in my voice. So they gossiped, mocked, tried to shrink me. But I didn't bend, I didn't fold, and I won't start now. I do not chase the approval of the herd. I walk above it. I see through the mask, and I speak with conviction forged in pain and clarity. Every betrayal carved focus to my soul. Every lonely night built the calluses I now wear with pride. My mission is not optional. My legacy is non-negotiable. and my time is coming. I am built for this, and I will win. Shouts out to y'all. Devin Sims, how do I become a member? Is Maury still in here? Is Maury still in here? I know you be helping guys with the membership. Just hit the link, Devin Sims. Just hit the link in the link in the description. Right there at the top, you'll see an alarm bell. You'll see an alarm bell, and it'll say become a member. Just hit that link right there, and it'll take you right through it. It'll take you right to it. So hit the description for the video, any video for that matter. You can hit the description, and it'll say right there at the top, become a member, and then just hit that link. But anyway, shouts out to everybody that tuned in, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.